So here's a little drill with the rattan ring that's really useful. So the rattan ring isn't just for striking, it really is about building attributes. So it's helpful for developing shoulder strength, flexibility, conditioning with the bridge, as well as some other type of attributes like sensitivity and balancing your hands. This is one that not a lot of people talk about or even think about. But truthfully, when you get into close combat training, you see real fast, even if you're wrestling or grappling from an upright position, you see real fast which hands are busy and which hands tend to fall asleep because maybe they're not working together as well. So when you get into close contact, your dominant hand starts to move and your non-dominant hand, for let's say general purposes, a good person will at least have it up. Okay? And I see a lot of people that their hands aren't even up by their face, they're down here. And they punch from their waist. So you need to get into a mentality where your both hands need to be active and your non-dominant hand needs to know where it should be. And so the ring gives you that, a great way to develop that non-dominant hand sensitivity. And I use a drill called the 4 gates. And all this does is it helps train my non-dominant hand as to where it should be when my dominant hand is active. So that way, my hand doesn't drop below my chin and I end up getting hit in the face. So when I use my ring, I weave my hands through the ring. If you don't understand how to do the hand positions or the transitions, check out the beginner's guide to rattan ring at rattanring.com. It's like $10 off right now. It's only $40 for the download, but it's a full hour of education as to how to incorporate the ring into your solo practice. So weave my hands in. I'm gonna start by pushing into the center and bringing my non-dominant hand as high as my face. So this way, when I start moving into the middle and attacking my opponent or trying to control my opponent, my non-dominant hand knows it needs to be high enough. Now, this is my center line. This is the center of my shoulders. Okay, so I'm gonna push forward. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and block at the outside of the combat zone. So as high as my head, above my shoulder. So I go in, out. When I come out, my other hand goes to the place where my dominant hand was a second ago. So right hand goes to the center, left hand up. Left hand goes to the center, right hand goes up. Okay, so this will keep you in this type of position here, where you're striking forward and you're pulling your hand back as high as your head. Down here, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening down here. If someone's gonna attack you, they're gonna attack your head. So you need to be able to deflect and block as high as your head and use your elbows for your torso. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go out, and then I go down. When I go down, my dominant hand is down, my other hand has to be up by my face, or else I'm gonna eat it. So in, out, down. Now, when I go up, I can shoot from the bottom, or I can rotate back and come over, doesn't matter. But the idea is my non-dominant hand has to replace the position that my dominant hand was in before. So in, out, down, up. Now, as I start developing this technique, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, my non-dominant hand starts to feel feedback from the ring. And you can do this drill over and over and over again. I would highly recommend doing it with footwork, moving forward each time you move your hands. Use a training partner to throw, jab, cross. There are different combinations that would cause you to do 1, 2, and then have your other hand up. So, sensitivity training with the ring is super useful. The ring has lots of applications. It's not just a technique toy. It's not just something that you hit on. All right, there's lots of uses for the rattan ring that most people think it's a gimmick or whatever. It's because they haven't been taught how to use it. Or they're afraid to try something new. I thought a lot of that when I first saw it. I was like, no, that's just kind of silly. And I was wrong. Once I started playing with the ring and I really started trying to pass my art through the ring, it blew my mind. This tiny little tool had so much to offer, and there's so much that you can improve on, particularly when it comes to things like conditioning your forearm for combat, strength training your shoulders. That was one of the things that really surprised me. And just having a tool that I could use in motion that didn't require me to be in one place. So Check out, grab your rattan ring from rattanring.com. There's 3 sizes. You can do 10 inch, 12 inch, or 14. If you want to know more information about rattan ring training, check out rattanring.com. All right.